the early 1990s, with the threat of a Soviet attack in Europe rapidly diminishing, NATO began to focus on crisis management. The large, fixed defence formations of the Cold War were replaced by rapidly deployable forces. This prompted the creation in 1992 of the UK-led HQ ARRC. The acronym then stood for Allied Command Europe Rapid Reaction Corps. But today, after further NATO restructuring, ARRC more simply means Allied Rapid Reaction Corps. Building on its initial success, in 2002 it became NATO's first officially certified High Readiness Force land headquarters. HQ ARRC is currently located in Rheindahlen near Mönchengladbach in Germany and has more than 400 permanent staff drawn from 15 NATO countries. The United Kingdom is the framework nation and provides 60% of the personnel. But there are also significant German, American, Italian and Dutch elements. Since 1992, HQ ARRC has conducted NATO operations in Bosnia, Kosovo and Afghanistan. The headquarters will move from Germany to Gloucestershire in the UK in 2010. Following the 1995 Dayton Peace Accords, HQ ARRC deployed to Bosnia-Herzegovina as the headquarters of the NATO-led Peace Implementation Force, IFOR. With around 55,000 troops from 35 nations under its command, it successfully implemented Dayton's military aspects. Warring factions were separated and demobilised, and a secure environment created for the first post-war elections. Little more than 2 years later, the headquarters was back in the Balkans, this time deploying to the former Yugoslav Republic of Macedonia. In 1999, the headquarters assumed command of the KFOR or Kosovo Force. KFOR's mission was to establish a secure environment to ensure that the technical agreement was complied with and to assist the United Nations mission in Kosovo. In March 2006, the headquarters deployed to Afghanistan to form the nucleus of the HQ International Security Assistance Force ISAF-9, with a mission to conduct military operations in the assigned joint operational area in support of Afghan national security forces and in coordination with coalition forces and in accordance with the relevant international accords to assist the government of Afghanistan to extend and maintain authority. During the headquarters' 9 months tenure in Afghanistan, the ISAF area of operations expanded to encompass the whole country, and troop numbers grew from 9,500 to more than 35,000. This was a period of intense activity, with continuous and growing ISAF engagement in the political, military, security, humanitarian and developmental fields at local, regional and international levels. Following the expansion into the volatile regions south and east, ISAF forces were involved in significant and decisive combat operations against the Taliban insurgency. Much work was undertaken to reinforce the relationship with the government of Afghanistan, with COM-ARRC in his role as COM-ISAF becoming an active member of the Afghan Presidential Advisory Group. For the first time, ISAF forces shared a common border with Pakistan, and HQ ISAF-9 was active in strengthening the links with this critical ally. While NATO's engagement in Afghanistan will clearly continue in the future, HQ ARRC was able to establish the framework and lay the foundation for the long term, a clear demonstration of NATO transformation in action. HQ ARRC's current mission as a High Readiness Force land headquarters is to be prepared to deploy under NATO, European Union, coalition or national auspices to a designated area, to undertake combined and joint operations across the operational spectrum as a core headquarters, a land component headquarters, a land component in command of a NATO response force or NRF, or as a combined joint land force component headquarters in order to support crisis management options or the sustainment of extant operations. It's part of the NATO response force roster, ready to deploy at short notice under the Supreme Allied Commander's direction. The first element to deploy in an operation would be a Forward Liaison Reconnaissance Group, or FLRG. The small staff of fewer than 30 personnel that make up the FLRG represent the main headquarters functions and can be held at 48 hours' notice to move. Their tasks might include the reconnaissance of HQ locations, liaising with in-country forces, civilian personnel and agencies, and gathering information for future plans. In addition, the Rear Support Command, or RSC, can deploy as a subordinate but standalone command post, assuming control of the reception, staging and onward movement of all forces in the joint rear area. It would be the principal point of contact between ARRC, its national support elements and host nation authorities. Under the command of a brigadier or a major general, the ARRC's Forward HQ element, or Early Entry Command Post, has a staff of between 100 and 150 and can absorb the FLRG personnel. As the demands on the Forward HQ increases, its size will also expand up to the point when HQ Main deploys, led by ComArc. The main headquarters consists of more than 400 staff. Supplemented by specialist UK elements, in this configuration it could operate for up to 30 days without any reinforcements. The arrival of an extra 200 to 300 staff would significantly boost the headquarters' sustainability, and further augmentation would provide the command flexibility required for the most demanding warfighting operations. The command support offered by the UK's 1st Signal Brigade is crucial, as it supports all elements of the headquarters' command posts. It establishes and maintains the radio and satellite communications needed for information to flow between HQ ARRC and its subordinate formations. It also provides the headquarters with the full complexity of life support and force protection necessary. Under its present collective training programme, the headquarters deploys into the field 4 times a year. The exercises are progressive and based on scenarios focusing on the initial deployment through to warfighting and post-conflict peace support operations. All the training is evaluated and often externally scrutinised to assess the headquarters' performance. Lessons learnt in training are progressively incorporated and institutionalised to continually improve the headquarters' performance potential. The training programme described is generic, and it will be adapted in accordance with any anticipated mission. The headquarters also plays a part in enhancing the military capability of likely subordinate formations, currently from Germany, Italy, Denmark and the United Kingdom. HQ ARRC has a strong reputation and is a multinational success story. It's designed for operations and ready to deploy. HQ ARRC combines an expeditionary ethos and overriding operational focus with a commitment to continuous capability development in order to maintain its position as NATO's deployable headquarters of first choice.